almost like out of the movie story.
It really is. We have a hero from New Hartford, and he's only 15 years old. His name is Gage Kilborne, joining us this morning with his mom, Tammy. Good morning, Gage.
Hey, good morning.
So tell us what happened.
I was heading off to a swim camp in Colgate, and what happened was I remember turning on Route 12, and I remember looking at the road and seeing that we're about ready to go across in the other lane. I looked over to see if everything was all right, and then I said, oh, yeah, she's probably fine because she was looking fine. Then I looked over again then to the road, and I heard her gurgle or try to say something. And I looked over, and I saw that her hands were off the steering wheel, and she was having a seizure while driving. So then I tried to shout out her name and try to get her out of it, but nothing happened. So I went across and I steered the car into a ditch to stop it from moving. And I opened up the car after the airbags deployed and everything. And I flagged down the car. There was two people in it. A woman and the passenger called 911 while the man went off to the car. And I went across the street to find where the exact location was. I started calling family members. And the police department came. I left my dad a voicemail because he was off at work. And I called my grandparents and tried to get them over. Then when that ended, I remembered I texted my dad, try to let him know about what's happening. Then he picked up, and up to before I started calling him, all my emotions were held in. After I talked to him, all the emotions went out.
And I mean, your mom's driving a car that's going 55 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You're 15. How does that instinct take over?
Well, it was like a fight or flight response. It's like, I don't think I need to die just yet, so...
That's a good look at life right there.
Exactly. Wow, that's insane. And then when you finally get a hold of everything and your emotions take over, I mean, did you just break down or what happened?
I just broke down afterwards, and when I saw my dad there on the scene, I ran over to him. And then at that point, my mom was in the gurney and was starting to get part of her memory back. When she woke up after the seizure, she forgot I was in the car with her.
Wow.
So do you not look back at that and just think did that really happen? Is this from a movie or?
Yeah, I still look back on it, like wondering if that really happened or not.
Do you have some training in those type of situations of any kind?
Yeah, where does this come from?
All this stuff probably came from Boy Scouts.
Yeah, probably.
Mom, tell us your thoughts looking back now. I mean, you must be so proud.
I'm still trying to wrap my brain around it.
That's amazing. It's an unbelievable story.
So I guess the first question we should ask you, Tammy, is how are you today?
I get better with each passing day. I've got some memory issues. I get timelines and chronological things a little out of order, and I get tired. My stamina is much more poor than normal. I have had them since I was 20, so about 20 years.
But what was the last thing you remember?
Coming up on Tibbetts Road intersection.
Wow.
I mean, I didn't know the exact location of the scene, but it was near the cemetery in Chuckery.
You just got to feel like there's a guardian angel looking over you or something at that point, don't you?
Absolutely. Like Carrie Underwood's Jesus, Take the Wheel.
Yeah.
It's surreal. I mean, I didn't know any of the first responders. They were just kind of floating in my vision. They were the first ones to yell at me, and they were asking my name, my date of birth, and I didn't know any of that. Just a very foggy state of mind.
What a fantastic son you have. 15 years old, he's got that kind of, you would expect that maybe out of an adult.
Absolutely.
I'm 44. I'd panic.
I didn't want to let go of him. As I realized when I was in the hospital and people were telling me secondhand what had happened, and I just wanted him so close to me.
And now you have to, because ironically, he's leaving here shortly, and we're going to have to let you go, or he's going to be late. Where's he going?
He's going to a lifeguard training course.
Well,
irony.
Wherever he's lifeguarding, that's where I'm swimming. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, he will forever be a true hero.
I guess so. So a round of applause to Gage this morning. And Tammy, we're glad you're on the mend, and hopefully you'll be back good as new. And there's kudos for Boy Scouts. Put your kids in Boy Scouts.
Oh, gosh, yeah. I have no words. I loved him to pieces to begin with, but I see him in a whole new light now.